all right. Now I see the sound thing. Okay. Sorry about that. So, anyway, yeah, I could be home working. I could have, but I'm like a half hour, a little more than a half hour away from my house. And I'm like, if I drive all the way home, by the time I get home, I'm not even going to be able to do anything. I'm going to have to turn around and drive right back out here. So, plus it's just a waste of gas with gas prices. I don't want to waste that much money. How's everybody doing today on this lovely rainy shit day? Speaking of, I wish, is there a coffee place around here? I might go get a cup of coffee. Um, so yeah, so you guys have been seeing, right? The last couple of days, I've been getting the most ridiculous comments. Fucking drunk ass tinker. Laura's people just do her no favors, dude. You got this drunk tinker bitch, right? Coming into my comment section, which like I blocked her ass last night because she's just annoying. And I'm like, fuck you. You know what? Why should I allow? I was thinking last night, why should I allow this motherfucker to come over here? She's trying to like, she's telling me I have no life, right? Okay, girl. But she keeps checking back on my like comment section. So like she responded, or I'm sorry, she left a comment and Soldier responded to her, right? And then she didn't see her response yesterday because you know Soldier has a life unlike other people here. So she leaves another comment an hour later, like she's coming back and like checking up. So I'm like, you know what? You're not gonna sit here and fucking abuse my friends. Like, you want to talk shit to me all day? Go ahead, but you're not gonna sit here and fuck with my friends on here. So I was like, I'm gonna make your fucking ass work a little harder. Now you're gonna have to go use one of your troll accounts, or you're gonna go have to create a new troll account because I know some of her troll accounts, so those will just get blocked when she comes back here. I'm just gonna block her ass on those and make this bitch work for it. Bitch, you got work for it. Mm. So she's fucking crazy, this one. She's like a special type of crazy, but I'm like, I thought Laura was so tough and could fight her own battles. Why do all her people have to come over in my comment section and fight her battles for her? I just don't understand it. It's like, dude, it's sad, honestly. It's beautiful here. It's 46 degrees here today, so it's not that cold, but it's raining. It's like shitty weather. And that person just parked like, girl, you're taking two parking spots up. What are you doing? Oh, what are you doing? So yeah, so I'm like, fuck this. I'm blocking this dumb bitch. Then she has another person who comes over, right? Sly Angel, some shit like that, right? Not so Sly Angel, as I think it was Mona K called her that. So anyway, she leaves this comment in my comment section, right? She puts the definition of stalker in my comment section. And it's like somebody who gives another person unwanted attention and persecutes them. And I'm like, yeah, I'm really, and harasses them or whatever. I'm really persecuting Laura, right? I'm persecuting her. I mean, if you go by that definition, then we're all stalkers, dude. She's like, oh, you're so. All her people are coming over here. They're like, you're so triggered by the word stalker. I'm like, you realize Laura's been calling me a stalker for like years now. Do you really think that word bothers me? If I'm a stalker, tell Laura to call the cops, okay, and have me arrested. Get a restraining order against me. If I'm a stalker, okay. Watching somebody who on a public platform who shares their shit on a public platform and then doing commentary on it, I don't think that's stalking, dude. Okay, if you read the definition, we're all stalkers then, right? Laura's a stalker herself. I mean, if you just go by that definition that you pasted in my comment section, Laura's also a stalker because she gives Queen Bee unwanted attention, you know. But I'm not like contacting Laura. I'm not bothering her, dude. She has to choose to come over here and watch my channel. Okay, she chooses to engage. But when you respond to something, all right, like death candles, when you respond to that, how the fuck does that make you a stalker? I'm like, these people, like, they're so dumb. These fucking people, it's unbelievable. Yeah, the posts are ridiculous by her subscribers. I'm like, if you want to call me a stalker, dude, I don't fucking care. Like, I don't know what you don't get about that. You can use whatever the fucking word you want. to describe me, obsessed, stalker, blah, 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 blah. I don't fucking care. You've been saying the same shit for 3 years, the same words, right? For years. She uses it for everybody that criticizes her. Everybody that doesn't like her becomes an obsessed stalker. Okay. It has no meaning anymore. But I don't care. It's not going to deter me or stop me from responding to things. And don't tell me, right? If you give me the attention, Laura doesn't want the attention. Laura doesn't want attention. So you don't think she wanted any type of special attention by making death candles with people's names on them, right? She doesn't want the attention. Bullshit. If she didn't want attention, Laura wouldn't be on YouTube. Let's just be fucking straight up. Okay, there's two things Laura wants from YouTube. Number one is money, and number two is attention. That's what she gets from being on here. So when people pay attention to her, then you call her stalker? You call them stalkers? No. Sorry. Laura wants the attention. She wants it. Whether it's good attention, bad attention, she don't give a fuck. She wants it. Because if she didn't want the attention, let's just use Ballet Babe as an example. Laura was trying to convince everybody that Ballet Babe was a stalker and she's obsessed with her, right? All her fucking buzzwords that she uses for people that don't like her. And then she's like, oh, she threatened me with a gun. No, she didn't. She didn't threaten you with a gun, Laura. She brought up that somebody has a gun or whatever. I don't even remember the exact scenario, but she didn't threaten you with a gun, Laura. That's not what happened. Okay. You took it like that, but she didn't do that. But so if you didn't want her attention, why the fuck would you go out of your way to make a candle, put her fucking name in it, and direct it at her? I mean, the girl like pretty much went away. The woman, sorry, I shouldn't call her a girl. She's a woman. The woman went away, was doing her own thing. She wasn't even on this platform. She came back. She leaves a couple of comments here and there. And that's enough to warrant Laura making a fucking death candle to her. Okay? Fucking death candles. I just can't stop laughing about them. They're so stupid. So you're telling me she doesn't want attention from that lady? You're telling me that by doing that, she doesn't want that lady's attention? Shut the fuck up. Come on. Come on. She's making hater candles. What does she expect? That's what I'm saying. You're making a death candle. Hey, Miss Blue. You're making a death candle to somebody with knives and blood. You're telling me you don't want their attention? Or do you think that that's going to make them not pay attention to you? I mean, give me a fucking break with these people. I don't care, though. You could label me a stalker, whatever you want to label me. I don't fucking care, dude. It's YouTube, it's the internet, and there's so many channels on here that do the same fucking thing as me, right? That cover other people. Like, oh lordy, it's Jordy. He covers Eugenia Cooney. He covers Foodie Beauty. He covers Girl World. I don't really know what that is, but he covers a whole, he covers different people. Burnt Toast covers, Bullhorn Betty. She covers Shanny for Christ. She covers some, I don't know, she got some fucking real weirdos on there the other day with this like hoarding house. That shit was weird. But she covers, different people. So if by your definition that's what a stalker is, then everybody on the internet that has a review channel and reviews other people, they're all stalkers. So fine, I'm a stalker, dude. I'll take it. I'll take the fucking title all day. I'm a stalker. If no one is talking about her, her channel would be dead. She would have no content at all. Exactly. What the fuck did you go live about? Chris Watts, EVP, ghost stories. Like, yeah, that's what people want to watch, right? Actually, Bally Babe made one video days before those candles are made. The video is attacking her, losing her hair cancer. I didn't see that. So, and I highly doubt that that's the case. Attacking her for losing her hair to cancer. I mean, I can't look at the video right now because I'm on my phone, but okay, one video. Guess what though? Laura's asking her attention either way. It doesn't matter. She made one video for a million. She just attracted. She handled people. Come on, dude. Who the fucking attention, Laura? She loves its whole existence and being. Laura thrives on this, the attention she gets from people. Thrives on it. So fucking try to be different. What's that number? How many little Haley Zizi? Hi, hi Joe. Hi Rachel. Hi Yarn. I mean, there's no part of me that believes Laura doesn't want the attention, dude. Because if she didn't have people talking about her, she wouldn't have a fucking channel, dude. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened there. I kicked myself out. You know what? I moved my car, so it's probably I'm probably moving into an even worse. I'm going to see if there's a Starbucks over here. So hold on a second. I'm not in the best area with internet service, so probably wasn't the best idea to go live. But I'm trying to move so that I think it's a little better now. I got more bars on my screen, so um, I'm seeing if there's like a Starbucks. Maybe I could connect to their Wi-Fi or something. This area that I'm in right now, it's just like the internet. When I come out here, if I'm like listening to something like a YouTube video or like music or some shit on my phone, it just it's terrible. It's like so like spotty over here with the coverage. I don't know why that is, but anyway, we're good. We're better. All right, good. So maybe moving was a good decision on my part. I think there's a Starbucks over here. I'm not gonna go in Starbucks, but if I could connect to their Wi-Fi. Well, if the signal's better now anyway, then that's good. I just went to check so I could quote her exact words, but Belly took the video. It was kind of distasteful things to say to someone that could lose their hair. Well, I didn't see it, so I can't comment on it, honestly. Like I don't know exactly what was said, and I don't agree with everything that woman says and does, okay? I don't, but that it doesn't even matter what she said. Laura acted like she was like terrified of this woman, right? And so if you're like really bothered by somebody and you feel like they're threatening you or they're going to hurt you or harm you in some way, why would you taunt them? And that's exactly what those fucking candles were meant to do. They're meant to taunt people, So, I mean, you can't sit there and tell me that Laura doesn't want attention, dude, because she fucking thrives on it. She thrives on the attention she gets. Negative attention, positive, it doesn't matter. She thrives on it. She would have no channel, nothing to talk about, nothing to do if people didn't talk about her, which is why she does these things. She asks for the shit, dude. She literally fucking begs for it because you can't tell me that at 53 years old, this woman hasn't learned how the internet works after being on here for 7 years. I watch all these new people coming around, the Jonesin and all these people, and they're all making the same rookie mistakes that I made and many other people made on this platform, right? Laura's been around on this platform long enough to know how it works, dude. You do something stupid, people are going to comment on it. She's been dealing with this shit for enough time to know that you're going to get a reaction out of people if you do certain things. So she can't sit there and play stupid and be like, "Oh, these people are attacking me," because she wouldn't be doing these things. She wouldn't be doing the things that she does if she truly believed that. She craves the attention. She made she made a candle, then added plastic knives to sell it. Stalker candles. So stupid. I mean, look, I was wondering who the fuck she was talking about the other day with the bullshit with the going to the cops. I don't I didn't know who she was talking about. I guess Valley Babe had made or Tropical Gal, whatever you want to call her, had made a video saying that she went to the cops. That's her business, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not doing that. I certainly don't feel that way. I think it's just stupid, honestly. The candles are fucking stupid. They're stupid. But it's definitely a little concerning. I wonder if anybody actually bought that candle. Oh, well, Orion, if you go on my channel, I uploaded a video yesterday morning because I noticed this, okay? Let me explain this. So I'm listening. Jules had clipped my live from the other day. I think it was, I'm trying to think what day it was. It was Tuesday, I think. So she made the live, yeah, yesterday. No, might have been Wednesday. It was Wednesday, my bad. She clipped the live from that I did on Wednesday, okay? And I'm listening to it because she always adds commentary or she'll put it up on the screen. So I'm listening to her live. And I noticed Laura, and I didn't even pick up on it when I was originally streaming Laura's video, where Laura was reacting to our reactions basically to her stupid candles, right? So Laura goes, "Sorry, Jules, you didn't sell any. You're as irrelevant on in candles or whatever as you are, on YouTube." And I'm like, dude, that's pretty sad that you find relevancy on an app. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the amount of followers like that gives you relevancy, Laura. Like, really, in life, in real adult life, that's your relevancy. But whatever. That's neither here nor there. Laura says that she didn't sell any candles. So I'm like, wait a second. I'm like, I could have sworn the first day that she showed them, right? The first day when Tracy took her live down, which was earlier this week, like Monday or whatever, Tuesday, whatever day I was live, she debuted her candles. I reviewed them the next day. I'm like, that's weird. I could have sworn when I was reviewing them that specifically, I remember because I went back and I looked, and two of the candles said, like, hurry, there's only 3 left in stock. Hurry, there's only 2 left in stock, right? So I go back and I'm like, I could have sworn it said, like, on her website in red letters, 10 sold already or 5 sold already. So I'm like, that's weird because that was the day prior or 2 days prior to her now saying that the Jules candle hasn't sold at all. So I go back to my live stream from when I originally saw the candles. And sure enough, right there on my screen, it says 5 or 6. I couldn't really see because it was kind of blurry. 5 or 6 have already sold. And then it says, hurry, 3 left in stock. And I'm like, what? I'm like, so she just said that they didn't sell. So I'm like, she's lying then about how many sold. Now, let me explain how Shopify works. I list my things, and every time I list something, depending on what it is, right? Let's just say I'm listing a white tray, feather tray, and that's the only way I make that feather tray. I put that there's 10 in stock, even though there's not. And I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure only I can see that. I don't think you guys are able to see it. Do I really have 10 in stock? No, I don't, but I just put it there because otherwise, if I put like one, right, it would say sold out all the time. And there's an option that you can still sell items when they're sold out. So, like on my candles, I have that option checked off so that you can't buy them once it's sold out. But everything else on my website, pretty much, once it's sold out, if it says sold out, you can still buy it even though it's sold out. I just put like a random number there just so that, you know what I'm saying? So that when it's sold out, because I make everything to order. But this is different what Laura's doing. And I don't know how she's doing it because I don't have that option on my website, or at least I never seen it. She's fudging numbers about how many she's sold, which makes no sense. So, like, I don't know if it's like a plugin that you could put in. So maybe she's fucking with her inventory numbers. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense because I have to assume she does the same thing. She makes her candles to order. She does not stock her candles. So she probably puts that there's like 10 of them. But why are you showing how many are sold on your website? And the number kept changing because then I went back to her original live where she debuted the candles, right? And it said 10 sold, 10 in the last 20 hours. And I'm like, so it went from 10 one day. The next day, when I reviewed her video, 6 sold out of in the last 20 hours. Okay. Then the next day after that, or 2 days later, she's on her live stream telling Jules that none of Jules's candles sold. And I'm talking specifically about Jules's candle. I looked on the live stream and I'm like, holy shit, right there when she debuted them, before people even knew they were up there, for the most part, it said that 10 candles sold. How's that possible, Laura? So she's lying about the number of items that have sold on her website. And I'm like, I don't know what the point is of doing that. I don't know if it's like to make them seem more desirable. Because she also has a thing that on almost every single one, hurry, only 3 left in stock. You know, hurry, only 2 left in stock. It's almost on like every listing that I've seen. So, because I remember reading it on my live stream that day. I was like, oh, hurry up. There's only 2 left in stock. You better hurry and get your fucking plastic knife candles. Oh, thank you, Susan. Great. I'm so happy it got there in one piece. Thank you, Jesus. Susan, that tray, I've done a couple of them and they broke. Oh my God, it's such a nightmare to ship that. So I'm very happy to hear that it got there in one piece. I'm so happy. Yours was beautiful. I'm sorry. I'm giving myself props here, but it came out really nice. It's such a pretty thing. I'll have to check it out when I get off of here though, because I can't look at Discord right now, otherwise it'll kick me. Yeah, bloody death candles, and I'm the stalker. Yeah, 10 sold. No, none sold. None of them sold. Oh, I'm so happy, Susan. I'm so happy. I just got another tray in stock, which I'll be adding to the website soon. Um, it's really cool. It has like lines on it, on like the edge. So I'll be listing that to you. I got a bunch of stuff that I just got in stock. And Miss Blue is kind enough to Miss Blue, and she sent me a couple. She's actually sending me some molds. And so in exchange, I'm gonna, make products for her because I feel like that's a fair trade. She gets the mold, I make the product and ship it to her in exchange. She just went and looked and picked mold. So I'm just letting anybody else know, if if you see a mold or something that, if you happen to see it, because a lot of people have been looking at them lately, and you see something that you want, let me know, and we'll work out either a deal, or I might even have the mold, because I there's a lot of stuff that I have in stock. I mean, it's in stock. There's a lot of stuff I have at my house that I haven't even listed on the website yet, like a lot of molds. So chances are I have something similar. So but she ordered like a couple of flower pot molds. So I'm gonna create a rock and roll candle, burns out, not fades away. I ordered a hand tea light holder on the 7th. How long does hippie chick? Yours I have ready. I'm gonna ship it tomorrow. I apologize. I like thoroughly apologize. There was 2 people that ordered the hand mold, and typically they don't take that long. I had to remake your hand mold. At least, I think, 7 times. I got a lot of orders and I only have one mold of that one. And I don't know why. The hand candle was like a freaking, just a single hand that has a candle, not the double hand. That item was selling like hotcakes this month. I don't know why, what happened, but I sold like 20 of those. And I kept messing them up. There's like, it's hard to explain. There's like this little rim, okay, that holds the candle in. If you look at the picture, it's hard to see in the picture. Well, that rim, every time I was pouring the cement in, I kept pulling it out and there would be bubbles in the rim and it looks horrible. So I must have remade yours about 5 times. So you know what I'm gonna do though? Because I took so long, hippie chick, I'm definitely gonna throw some extra stuff in your order for you, because I feel terrible. It shouldn't have taken me this long, but I only have one mold of that particular item, and I had so many of them, and then I had to remake a bunch of them. So yes, I typically does not take that long. But I told you guys, anybody that ordered from me this like last 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I literally got like so inundated with orders. I was like shocked. I really don't get like typically that many at a time. And then on top of that, I listed the candles, so that like doubled everything. And I got a little overwhelmed. So I was like a little behind shipping things out, but I know exactly which one yours is. And I got it. It's sitting on the shelf right now. I just took it out 2 days ago. So I usually let things sit for like 2 days before I ship them, just to make sure everything cures. Yes, and if I ever take too long, I always throw in extra stuff for people, just like, because I feel bad. I just emailed you with how I packed and never had breaks. Thank you, Pixel. I appreciate that. I mean, I've been pretty good considering, right? The amount of stuff that I've shipped out. I've had like 3 or 4 items maybe, break on me, which isn't bad. And sometimes it's just like you could pack it as good as possible and it just breaks, you don't know where these things are going. So, and I find that UPS breaks worse than the post office. I'm having to pack all my pretty decor. My candles come today. Oh my God, it's already going to be there, Miss Blue. Ooh, I'm so excited. You have to you have to be my tester because I never tested that scent in that vessel. So you're gonna have to keep a close eye on it for me. Awesome. But yeah, hippie chick, I'm so sorry. I apologize. I have like, dude, I could not believe how many people. It was so funny. I think I put a picture in my Discord at some point, or I sent it to somebody, and you could see all the million hands sitting in like the background of the ones that I messed up, like because there was like little bubbles, which those will then be. I tried patching the holes up on some of them because I'm not going to just throw them out. So if you order mystery boxes, that's what usually goes in the mystery boxes. I try to put things in there that are like, might have little imperfections or something like that. So, if you order a mystery box, that might end up in there because I have about like 10 hands right now with no, you know, if I'm shipping it to you, if you specifically ordered the hand candle, I'm not going to ship it to you with a big bubble in you know what I'm saying? Like integral part of the hand. Like I'm not going to do that. So, wow, I'm shocked it got there so fast. But yeah, but the tray that broke that I was talking about, it's a huge tray. I think it's about 10 inches. And the first time, I don't even remember how I packed it, but I've since then kind of figured out how to pack it. And I put it in a box that's like I don't know, it's like a more rigid, like thicker box than the normal ones that I ship in. I go to what is that place called? Odd Lot or something like that. Ocean State Job Lot, that's it. And their boxes are really thick. So Mojo, I think my candles are good, I like them. I got them burning all over my house. So I mean, I think I do a pretty good job. I keep it pretty simple. But hey, Pugs, I ordered my mystery box. Yes, girl, I seen you. I actually, so I had this. You guys know the black and white geode candle that I have? It has like 3 tea lights in it. I had one set aside for somebody's mystery box, right? And I could not find this thing because it was like a mess up. I don't know. I didn't really love the way it came out. So I had it set aside. Could not find this thing. I was like, where the fuck did I put this thing? And I finally found it the other day. It was literally like sitting under a piece of paper on my shelf. So somebody will be getting that in their mystery box. Maybe it'll be you. The mystery boxes are so fun. Like, I probably should have charged a little more for them just because I have to use a lot of packing supplies. A lot of, like I throw candles in there. So if I send you a candle holder in the mystery box, I throw a candle in there. So I'm kind of like, I'm not really making money on them, but I don't know. They're so fun to put together. Like I had to do one for Andy Cruz the other day, and it was just so fun. Like, especially if I know the person, like, like it's somebody who I know, like, because a lot of times you guys' names, I don't know what your name is on YouTube. Some of you guys I do, but some of them I don't. So if it's like somebody like I knew it was Andy Cruz, so I put something for his niece in there. Like I don't know. I just find it so fun, kind of going around. I feel like I'm shopping almost. Gives me that shopping dopamine hit that I love so much. When you're shopping, I'm like walking around like looking for like specific items for people. It's kind of fun. Or I'll have something and I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna put that aside for this person. Like I don't know. It's fun. It's fun, like I don't know. It's just fun picking things. Thank you, Mojo. I appreciate that. All right, burn hot dog, then you'll get it. It's yours. Because I just found it yesterday and I had it put aside for somebody else. And I was like, I don't know if I put it in there. I don't know if I didn't put it in there. And then I guess I didn't. So I'm going to run out soon for the mystery box. Well, not run out. I don't know. I got to see. I probably should have done something with the shipping on them too. Because they're usually like, I try to do, it's about 5 pounds for the bigger one. And I think the smaller one's like about 4 pounds. So they're kind of expensive to ship, but they're really fun to put together. Like I have so much fun like shopping my stash, because I have things that like I make and I'm like, I can't really list this on the website or I'm not like crazy about it. So I have like these one-off items that like I'll never put on the website. I even have some molds like I've sent people candle holders that like aren't even on my website. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. But anyway, hi, received my order Tuesday. It's awesome. The candle smells so good. It's not a candle that you have to stand over to smell. Oh, thank you. The mystery box was like never ending. My 12-year-old son. Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you. That's awesome. Yeah, the candles are, dude. I'm impressed by the wax and the scent throw. Even the small candles, dude. Like I don't know. I've always loved candles and I always bought candles. And I have to say, like, I'm pretty impressed for a candle that I put together myself. The scent throw on it, even the small ones. And I usually test them in my kitchen because my kitchen's, I think it's like 200 square feet. So it's not like huge, but it's pretty big, I mean, it's a decent size. It's an eating kitchen. And it's kind of open into my living room. Like there's two like doorways. We have like a regular size doorway and then there's like a 6 foot doorway, like big opening into my living room. And like that little candle by itself pretty much fills up that area. So you're talking like 400 square feet, which is impressive, for a small candle. Where you get them trolls from? They're ridiculous. Oh, blank screen, please. These are Laura's loony people coming over here, especially the Tinker bitch. I don't know what that girl's on. Honestly, like she's either on drugs or something because half the time her comments don't make any type of sense, you know, or like they're just so stupid. I'm like, I don't get it, like, okay. But they all say the same fucking things, dude. Like nobody, I'm like not like yesterday. She's like, what'd she write? Oh, you're obsessed with Laura, your sister-in-law, and the monkey rescue group. And I'm like, what? A monkey rescue group? What the fuck are you talking about? I'm not part of any monkey rescue group. Like, what are you even fucking talking about? Like they just repeat the same things. I'm obsessed with my sister-in-law. No, I fucking hate her. I'm not obsessed with her. I just fucking hate her. And I'm obsessed with Laura. Okay. Whatever, dude. Like, you think that bothers me? I don't fucking care. If you think I'm fucking obsessed, if that actually bothered me, I would probably stop talking about Laura a long time ago. I'd probably never bring her name up because I'd be like, oh my God, people think I'm obsessed with her. Oh my God. Like if that bothered me, because she's been saying it for years, dude. It's the same fucking thing over and over again. If it actually bothered me, I would probably stop talking about her. Like, how many times do you think you're going to repeat that to me? And I'm going to be like, you know what? You're right. I don't fucking care, dude. Tinker the drinker. Yeah. I don't typically block people, but that bitch, look, of all my mods, I love all my mods. I hate calling them mods, but they're my friends, right? Of all the people I've connected with on this platform, and I'm not saying other people don't have a heart like this, but I think we could collectively agree, right? Me, Beefergs, who else? Purple Rain, um, November Rain, who else? Anybody that's in Discord, I think we could all collectively agree that Soldier is like the nicest, sweetest, kindest person. Even when she's saying something, like giving her opinion about something, she always does so in a very classy way. You know what I'm saying? She's never ugly. She's never vicious. She's never like, petty or anything like that. Like she'll just give her opinion. So of all people for this fucking asshole to be harassing in my comment, not harassing, but you know what I'm saying, to be like trying to fight with in my comment section, Why her? So I was like, you know what? Fuck that. You're not going to sit here and bother one of the kindest, most, I mean, if you guys only knew, Soldier's just such a good person. If you knew the extent and the things that she does for other humans out there, you would understand. Like, of all people, why do you have to fuck with her? She just gave an opinion. She's not disrespectful. She's not an asshole. And that's what I was like. She's literally coming in my comment section taunting Soldier to try to fight with her. Like, she wants to fight. Then she's telling me I have no life. And I'm like, you're literally coming here, right? You leave a comment, and then when you don't get a response, you come back an hour later to check on it. You leave another response in hopes that somebody will pay attention to you. Because you just want to fight with people. Like, there's no other reason for you to be coming in my comment section except to fight with people. So why, when Laura blocks everybody, okay, any opinion you have, even if it's even if you do it respectfully and diplomatically and you go in her comment section, she will block you right away. So why am I affording her asshole people the privilege of coming in my comment section and having a voice? Go voice your fucking comments over on Laura's shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind enough to let these assholes come in my chat, come in my comment section, say nasty things to me. You know, fine. I'm kind enough to do that for them, right? I don't block them because I can handle it. But when you start going after other people in my chat, it's a wrap, dude. It's a wrap. Yeah, Soldier's got the nicest, kindest, sweetest heart. And I'm like, you're not gonna sit here abusing people in my comment section. You know, especially somebody that I'm friends with, like that, like close with. Like, you're not gonna do that. So fuck that shit. And I know Soldier could handle herself. I'm not worried about that. It's not that. It's just like, why are you even afforded the option to talk here? You know, I'll treat you like Laura treats everybody else. You know, since you're okay with that, since you're okay with everybody else being silenced in her chat and not being allowed to give an opinion in her chat, I'm going to do the same thing to you. Now you have to work for it. You want to come over here and leave comments? You're going to have to work for it. Yeah, she is the last person that deserves it. Oh my God, the seagull just picked my cigarette up. Yo, dude, don't eat that. That's not food. I'm like surrounded by seagulls right now. They're like staring at me. Go away, Steven. Do you guys ever watch that guy? He had he feeds a seagull like out his window. It's so funny. So funny. I think you've been more than patient with them. Well, especially a Tinker bitch. Cause she's literally like under every fucking comment, replying to people, just looking for a fight. You know what I'm saying? There's no other reason for you to be there unless you're looking for a fight. I don't go up in Laura's comment section, and I don't see any of you guys going up in her comment section, although I really don't look at her comment section all that much. But I'm sure if you guys were up in her comment section, we would hear about it, you know? Um, but I don't, you know what I'm saying? So like, why would I allow you to disrespect me like that? Fuck you. You know, she abuses the privilege of being able to comment in my comment section. And I don't typically block people, and I'll probably unblock her eventually. It's just like, shut the fuck up. Who the fuck do you think you are coming over here? She's like, I'm in it for the long haul. Not anymore, bitch. Find a new fucking way to get over here. It's like Capone left, and now that bitch stepped in his place. And she's been around Laura for a long time. Yo, that is a big ass seagull. Hold on a second. Look at the size of this. Do you guys see him? Hold on. Let me open the window so maybe you could. Where is he? He's sitting on a little mountain of snow. Right there, he's flying. Dude, that motherfucker's huge. Holy shit. This is a freaking enormous seagull. Bro, that must be like the boss seagull. He must be the head seagull. They're all just like sitting around like waiting for food to fall out of the sky. It's like the weirdest thing. It's like, dude, the ocean's right there. Just go like fucking grab a fish or something. Oh my God. Oh, seagulls are evil motherfuckers. Yeah, that's exactly what they are. Sky rats. But anyway, Yeah, Tinker, she could fuck off. Yeah, she's obsessed with me. That's what's so funny. I love how they come here and they're like, oh, they're like, you're obsessed. I'm like, girl, you're obsessed too. You come in my comment section every day, hourly, to check to see if you got responses from people, because all you clearly want to do is fight with people. You're just looking for an argument. You're looking for a fight. You're only in my comment section to argue with people. And you're telling me to get a fucking life? Girl. Girl. Who you kidding? I had a seagull take over my tortilla. No way. Pod trash mascot there. They eat trash. Yeah, they eat anything. They're scavengers, these little fucks. It's so funny how they all just like sit here together. Like they sit in a little group. They're all just like kind of chilling. They got their necks like squished down. I don't know if they're like sleeping or what's going on, but I mean, they are pretty fucking cool. But they're rats. They're dirty birds. Dirty birds. Like Laura's fucking crew. Bunch of seagulls. Bunch of fucking dirty birds. Bunch of dirty birds. Yeah, well, that's the funny part, JP. She comes in my comment section under her regular account and then her troll account. And she's just like a belligerent, drunk asshole. Like, I don't know what her problem is, but get out of here. Nobody wants to talk to you, Tinker. Fucking stupidest name on fucking YouTube. Tinker. Who the fuck would, oh my God, who the fuck would make that their name? Tinker. I have to pee and I have waiters on? What? What? I mean, she could just go fuck all the way off for all I care. Tinker. It's so weird. Oh, that's what I was saying before I got distracted by the giant seagull. That girl's been around for a really long time in Laura's group, right? Like a couple of years at least. I don't know how long she's been there, but I know she's been around. And she was always one of the more quiet background people. She didn't really like say much. It's so weird. It's like Capone left, and all of a sudden, she took over. She took over Capone's spot as like the one that's gonna start going into everybody's comment section, taking up for Laura, and all it does is make Laura look like a weak ass bitch. Because it's like, why can't Laura fight her own battles, dude? She needs all these people on troll accounts to come in, our chats and tell us about ourselves for her. That's pretty sad, Laura. Yeah, Tinker was quiet, CK. She never used to really. When I was friends with Laura, she was around, and I thought she was actually a nice woman at the time. She seemed nice. She was a lot of the people that Laura attracts are very hostile, big mouth, like just like her, like attracts like, right? So a lot of the times, a lot of the people that she attracts are people that are just like her. She always has like one big mouthpiece, like that girl Crystal, right? Is now. There's always one, that she just like attracts these people. And but a lot of the people that also, go in her group, they're nice people. And she was just one of the more like quiet people. She never stood out to me. She always seemed nice, and to be honest with you, like when I was friends with her, I found a lot of the people in her chat to be nice people. I just think they get like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if they get brainwashed. I don't know if they're whatever, bleeding hearts. Because I think a lot of the time when people attract to people like Laura, right, Bullhorn Betty, it's like they almost like feel bad for them, or at least that's how a lot of people have explained it to me. It's like these people that have this like white knight syndrome where they're like, they feel bad for people, they want to help people. You know what I'm saying? And I think that she attracts a lot of people like that. And then she attracts like a lot of like followers that just like, want to fit in somewhere. And they think that, let me go around and defend this person. And you know what I'm saying? I'll be accepted if I go around everywhere white knighting for this person. It's fucking weird. What the fuck? All right, Pugs, I'll have to look later. I never worn waders, but I worn tight pants and had a pee, assuming it's similar. Yeah. But yeah, that's the kind of people that she attracts to her. And there's always like one that just like, I don't know, I never felt that need to go around defending somebody else's behavior constantly or attacking other people for one person. Like, that's fucking weird to me. But I don't know what they're trying to prove, if they're trying to prove themselves to Laura or what the story is with these people. But there's always one. She's always got more. Well, it's usually more than one. There's a few in the group that'll just, go around everywhere she's spoken about, just being an asshole to people for her, as if she can't do it herself. So she took the slot. They synced along with her. And you know what the sad part is? They sing along with her, as you said, you were her friend, but you left when you saw her sinking mentally. You know what the sad part is? I blame Tinker's behavior on liquid courage. Yeah, blame it on the alcohol. Dookie booty, dookie booty. You know what it is? I think, yeah, she is kind of a bully, CK. The hell was I gonna say? I totally just lost my train of thought there. Totally just lost my train of thought. She's about to go live. Of course. Of course. They do her no favors though, because here's the thing. You're like, oh, you're obsessed. You're this, you're that, right? Do you think sending people over here to fucking call me names is gonna help the situation? Like, has it helped the situation in the past? No, it's not gonna help things for you, Laura. It's not gonna make people stop doing commentary on you when you got a bunch of fucking drunk Karens, okay, going into everybody's comment section and chat, fighting your battles. It makes you look weak, number one, but it's pretty fucking pathetic. I mean, you're 53 years old with a whole 38 people in her chat. Prove yourself to Laura and pay Laura's salary. Yeah, you pay her. That's the best part, right? These people fucking pay her and then go around doing all her dirty work for her. I'm like, wow, you must be really fucking pathetic. I don't even fight my own fucking battles. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really have battles to fight, but I'm just saying, like, I don't have time to do that shit. And, like, nor do I have the desire to. But she's got these other people that are paying her to do her fucking work. It just doesn't make any sense. Prove yourself to her, pay her salary. Oh, man. She tried to keep everything together, but she couldn't. The bully got worse and worse. Who, Laura? I don't know. I don't know if she's a bully, but it's like people react to her. Like, I'm not saying, look, I talk shit about her. I totally, I'm not in denial about that. I talk shit. But the shit she comes back with, it just keeps people going. It keeps people fired up to fucking keep talking. It's fucking YouTube, though. Like, that's what everybody fucking does on here for the most part. So, whatever. These people are fucking idiots. Shout out to everyone. Shout out. Ooh, ooh. It's just it's unbelievable. Gucci Shield sunglasses at the thrift store today for $30. Ooh, that's a good deal. Are they like the I know what you're talking about, like the Shield ones. Like, I remember those. I used to like those actually. Y2K is like back in kinda. Are they like authentic Gucci? That's how her hands stay clean. And she could say I didn't do it. And you told my people not to do anything. She's a circus clown. Yeah, she doesn't tell anybody not to do anything. Anything. Ooh, high noon's a good beefers. I love that's so weird that you just said that because me and my son, when we were on our way, because I brought him to get a haircut and then we went to, I brought him to go play hockey with his friend. And we were talking about Area 51. He's like, is that a real thing, Mom? I'm like, yeah, I guess. I'm like, nobody knows what goes on there, but it's a real thing. Like, it's a real place and you can't go on there. Like, that's real. Because he's like asking me questions. How did like the earth start and all this crazy shit? Her life says she survived her first chemo treatment. Oh, she did her first treatment. Good. Good for her. Mm. Oh, they are authenticated. That's a great find then. $30. Can't go wrong with that. Her life says she survived her first chemo treatment. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I mean, in that aspect, I wish her the best. You know, I don't want to see her suffering and struggling and shit through that because that's not fun ever. But fuck her at the same time. You know, these people weren't too kind to my friend when she was going through her battle with chemo. So, just saying. Just saying. I'm sure it'll be a bunch of stupidity. And I'm praying for Alicia because she's been having a rough time. Like, she's poor thing. She's been through the ringer and she's still fighting because she's done with chemo, but she still has another battle to fight. And then I just want to see her get her life back, you know, and be able to go back to doing what she wants to do. I mean, that is just such a major inconvenience. She told me the other day, I'm sure she doesn't mind me sharing this, her hair is starting to grow back and she said it's coming back in curly. And I'm like, that's so crazy. I'm so crabby they can all suck a rotten egg and like it. They should let her heal and not go around starting dumpster fires and comment sections. Well, she hasn't been around, you know, really, so hopefully they'll leave her alone and let her, you know, do her thing. I'm a stalker. She's doing okay though, you know, she's doing the best she can be for given the circumstances. I'm not gonna share her personal business because I don't wanna that's her story to tell. But she's okay. Like, you know, she's all right. She's just dealing with like a couple of issues as a result of the chemo, basically, because it's hard on your body, dude. You know, and I can't even imagine if she did what? How many treatments did she do? I forgot. I think she was doing what, 4 months of treatment? Once was it once a week or every 2 weeks or something? I forgot the exact number, but it did a number on her body, just like it would with anybody. Oh, she was live last night. I didn't even see her live. She did 4, and yeah, and she's having, you know, she's struggling. So from it affects your whole entire body, dude. God bless her, though. Honestly, like I'm sure being there, I'm sure she had her days, but like she handled it well. You know what I'm saying? Given the circumstances, like it seems that way. I mean, I wasn't there with her every day, obviously, but you know, it seems like she got through it well. So I'm always, you know, glad to hear that because that's like it's horrible, horrible. I need a coffee. I think I'm gonna go through the McDonald's drive-through and get me a coffee. Just like yeah, I'm just sitting here thinking about coffee. I need some coffee. There's a Harbor Freight. I'm kind of hungry too, but I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. Hey, stalker. Yeah, I'm a stalker. This person came in the chat. I think it was that astronaut account, and I love that one when they come in my comment sections from their 3 week old account. That's like that they made to make fun of somebody else, and then they tell me what you know about myself, and I'm like, really, when you could come say that shit to me with your whole chest, okay, tell me about myself with your whole chest from your regular account, not your bullshit astronaut account, okay, that you made 3 weeks ago, and put a picture of yourself because you know Laura's always like, oh, you're a pussy if you don't, you know, cam up. So we'll use the same logic there. Okay. Come tell me about myself from your regular account. Maybe then I'll take you seriously. Okay. But when you're saying it from a 3 week old troll account, it's like, yeah, I really don't fucking care that much. I really don't. But I do highlight their comments because it's the flying monkey thing, dude. Laura definitely has flying monkeys. She has people that go around gaslighting for her, fighting her battles. You know what I'm saying? Doing all that shit that she could very well do herself. It's just she has other people doing it for her. And I wouldn't be surprised if some of the troll accounts are her and that's why they're troll accounts. But yeah, she's got flying monkeys all over the place. Tinker being the leader. She's like the ringleader of the flying monkeys lately. So pathetic. Like, please, I beg you, guys, do not do that for me. Do not go around fighting my battles. I don't need it. I don't care. Like what these people say. Like, if you're, I'm not saying don't talk. I mean, obviously, if people are talking shit to you, talk back to them. But, I don't need people going into comment sections, saying negative things on account of me. Please don't do that. That's embarrassing, honestly. I'd be mortified. Like harassing Laura, going in her comment section or somebody like harassing her on my account. Like, please don't do that. I am very capable of saying what I gotta say right from here. I don't need other people doing it. So, I mean, it's pretty obvious that it's people from her little fucking group over there. I mean, it's beyond obvious. So I'm like, I don't understand why these people just can't come over under their regular accounts, because chances are they're not blocked. Okay. When somebody's blocked, I'll let you know. Like, Tinker, bitch, you just got hidden from my channel. So for a little bit, you're on a fucking timeout. I'll let you back, but you're on a little fucking timeout. But you know what I'm saying? The rest of the people over there, none of them are blocked. So just come on over under your regular account. I don't even see the point of you coming on a troll account. Like, why can't you say what you have to say under your regular account? I mean, I'll give Tinker that. At least she came over on her regular account, but she also came on her troll account because the dumbass thought I don't know if she's drunk and she just doesn't remember or what, but she thinks I'm deleting her comments. I'm like, girl, I don't delete comments. So like, if the comment's not there, it's either because YouTube moderated it or I don't know, or you deleted it yourself, because I don't delete comments. I mean, you could go under any of my lives and see people talking shit to me, and I clearly don't care. I leave it there. So for the most part, I go in her live under my own account and say what I want to say. She still hasn't blocked me. Wow, that's shocking, Narnie. Because she blocks everybody, Laura. She's like the fucking block queen. That's shocking. Honestly. The people who have a problem with you making maps, they're usually asses on their own and get what is coming to them without taking up for you. Yeah, well, that's usually what happens. That's what I'm saying. When those people, I know eventually, I know it. I could say it with confidence that most of those people that are going around right now fighting her battles, just like Capone, right? Who thought Capone was ever gonna see the light? Honestly, like, did any of you guys think that guy was gonna ever fucking see the light when it came to Laura? Because I didn't. I was like, this guy is never going to see the light. And eventually he saw the light. He was like, she don't give a fuck about me. It's really whoever's paying her. That's who she gives a fuck about. The new people that come in that she gets that pay her money, that's who she cares about more than the people that have been there for 5 years paying her money, you know? So whoever she could get on her side to fight her battles for her and go around and start shit with people and talk shit and take up for her and help her out in any way, those are the people that she cares about the most, right? And I really thought that guy, I was like, all right, I've seen a lot of people come and go in her group. I've even seen people do it several times. They'll leave, they'll come back, they'll leave, they'll come back, you know what I'm saying? Like a bunch of times. I really thought when it came to him, I was like, that guy is never going to see the light, unfortunately. And for him, I used to feel the worst because I knew he didn't pay her. And I knew she was afraid. Hey, Dana, sorry. I said Dana, but it's Dana. Hey, Dana. I really thought that guy was not going anywhere. I really, really thought that. I was like, there's no way he's going anywhere. He didn't pay her. And really, Laura just didn't want him to leave because he's the one who used to give her all the information about what was going on everywhere. At least that's what she told me. So I really thought he's not leaving, but I was like, she don't fucking care about this guy. I knew that, and I feel bad because he's going around making himself look like an asshole, on her behalf. And he's disposable to her because he doesn't pay her. And I knew that. I mean, he did have some value to her because he shared screenshots and he, gave her information about, things that Laura wasn't paying attention to necessarily. But I was like, he don't pay her. And that's just, that right there is no good. You know, if you're not paying her, that's not good. Well, sure enough, he left and I was shocked. I'm like, I cannot believe he finally fucking saw the light. So there's no doubt in my mind that people like Tinker and the other ones are going to eventually see it, you know? And it's like, that's why when I see them going so hard for her everywhere, I'm like, dude, like I know that there's going to come a day where you're going to be like, this person doesn't give a fucking flying shit about me, you know? And that's going to be the end of it. So I know that day is going to come. I just know that she was, I don't know if she was, I don't think she was sexual with him. I just think that I don't think he liked her like that. I think that he saw her as a legitimate YouTuber and it was cool in his head that he got close with a YouTuber. That's what I think. Dana, you know what's so weird? I swear to God, I actually was thinking of you the other day because I saw your name somewhere and I was like, holy shit, I wonder how she's doing, you know? Because there's just like every once in a while you'll see like an old name looking back at something and you're like, oh, I forgot about that person. Like, are they, you know, I wonder how they're doing because I haven't seen your name around. Whose chat was I in the other day? And I was like, I saw a bunch of names I haven't like seen in a while. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, I thought these people just like left YouTube. Like, I just haven't seen them around, you know? Because I don't really go in that many chats. Like, I popped into Nonsense's chat last night and I haven't watched one of her lives in like a while, not for any specific reason. I just like, I've been busy or I've been just doing something else. And I haven't really been in like too many chats lately. So I popped in there and, you know, it's just, I gotta get around more. I'm not, I go in burnt toast chat a lot because it's usually, you know, the time of night that she's usually having her lives. I'm usually like relaxing, but sometimes even with her lives, like I can't sit. I'm, you know, me ADHD, like I can't sit still all that long and like stare at the same thing, chatting. And I always feel bad because I'm like, I hope people don't think I'm like ignoring them or like not, you know, talking to them. It's just like I'm always like multitasking, you know. So I'll be like doing something. I'll pop like last night in Nonsenses. I popped in. I was working. I was, you know, doing some of my working on some of my orders, and in between, you know, I stopped. I smoked a cigarette. I popped in her chat. I said hi, and I'm still listening. I'm just not in the chat chatting because you know, I just can't all the time. I just can't sit still for that long. Oh, of course I remember Analyzer, Dana. I do. I've been hanging out in that bizarro area of YouTube. Beware. She's still around. I didn't even know she was still like a thing, Ms. Analyzer. Doesn't she hang out with that Richard Graper guy? I just found Nonsense. She is great. Yeah, Nonsense is good people. Laura live with the phone. What? Pointed at the vent. Love that bird. Like this? Hold on. I don't know if she knows that you could do StreamYard from your phone, dude. I don't know if she knows that. I hate the fucking YouTube live thing because you can't turn the camera off. It's so annoying. Analyze this. Hey, Alicia, we were just talking about you. Are your ears ringing? She's still up to no good, and I keep trying to appeal to her to be better. Dana, I think she's just one of those people. We talked about this the other day on my live stream, right? YouTube just attracts, I feel, not even just YouTube, I feel like social media in general. I forget what I was watching the other day, but I'm like, these fucking girls, like some of these girls are like these beauty people. I mean, you could see how obsessed they are with themselves. It attracts like, excuse me, person in front of me. It attracts narcissists and sick people, you know, who need attention. And I think Analyze is definitely one of those people. I mean, I can't diagnose her. I don't know what her issues are because I don't watch her enough, but clearly, okay, from back in the day when she did that whole thing with faking, you know, cancer or whatever, she's just one of those people that's in like desperate need for attention. You know, she needs attention from people. She thrives on attention, whatever the fuck that is. Like, I just don't think those types of people are going to change. They've probably been like that their whole entire lives. They're not going to change. She worships Richard and he's not altogether too impressed by her, which makes it even funnier. Hold on, Ari. I'm going to order my coffee. So give me a second here. Good old McDonald's.
Hello, welcome to McDonald's.
Whoa.
Are you using the mobile app today?
No.
What would you like?
Can I just get a large coffee with 5 Splendas?
Okay.
That's it.
Does the order on your screen look correct?
It sure does.
Okay, that'll be $2.92. You can go up to the window and have one in there.
All right, thanks. It's like, does it look correct? I'm like, yeah. It was like, dude, that was the loudest McDonald's speaker I think I've ever heard in my entire life. Holy shit. Yeah, right, exactly. Mindless sheep follow Gypsy Rose, so anybody could be an influencer. That I don't get, dude. That is not. Look, I talked about it when she first got out of prison and her series premiered. And oh, by the way, I'll get to that in a second. I talked about that. Like, dude, look, what that girl went through was terrible, but she fucking manipulated somebody into murdering her mother. And I know her mother was a horrible, abusive person, but like, that's not a role model to me. That is not somebody that people should be looking up to for anything. Sorry. She's still, I don't know. I mean, look, she deserves a second chance at life, I feel, because of what she went through. But like, I don't know about her being an influencer. That's a little scary. I wish McDonald's still had chicken fajitas. I don't know, dude. I hate McDonald's, to be quite honest with you. Like, it's very rare that I'll eat McDonald's. I have to be like in a special type of mood for McDonald's. Although right now I could go for like a fucking cheeseburger. But oh shit, I hit the Kirby. But yeah, I'm not the biggest McDonald's fan. Oh, sorry. You didn't hear that. Okay. I'm just joking. I'm joking. All right. I said it right in front of the guy. I hit the window. I'm like, you didn't hear that, right? I'm not the biggest fan of their food. Their coffee is good, but their food needs some work. I don't know. Every time you eat McDonald's, like, you never feel good after it. It's not like one of those meals that you eat and you're like, yeah, I feel good. You feel like shit every time you eat it. Whether it's just like empty, it's like this empty, I can't explain it. It just never fills you up. Like when I used to go to this Japanese steakhouse by my house, this hibachi place, I always left there feeling like, dude, I just ate a good meal. I got my veggies in, I got my rice, I got some filet mignon. You know what I'm saying? Some protein. I got some, like I hit all 5 of the food groups. And it's a good full feeling. When I eat McDonald's, I don't feel like that. I feel like, what the fuck did I just do? Why did I do this to myself? Like, it's like an empty, full feeling. I feel like I ate fake food. I know that doesn't make much sense, but I gave my son his first Happy Meal a few weeks ago. He took a bite of the nugget, looked at me like, what the fuck is this crap? Oh, my son loves McDonald's, dude. He loves it. I don't know how. I hate it. I think it's horrible. It's disgusting. Like every once in a while though, I'll like, be like, ooh, I could go for a Big Mac or something. But I don't know. I just don't find their food that good. I do love their apple pies though. I will say that. Those nice warm apple pies just hit the spot sometimes. That's what I should have just got. I'm kind of hungry. I get a headache. Maybe it is the oil. Who knows? My kid's like, oh my God, JP, my mom. Okay, so my mom lived in California for like, I don't know, a year, but I think they had him here at the time. My whole family is obsessed with Jack in the Box. Okay. Like my mom, I think they might have had him in like Brooklyn back in the day. I'm not really sure. Cause like my whole family, that's all they talk about. If you bring up anything fast food related, they're like Jack in the Box. Oh my God. I've never tried it because we don't have any here. And like, I think the only ones, I don't even know if they have them like out east anymore anywhere. I don't know. That's like a Cali thing, I guess. Because my mom always talks about how good Jack in the Box was, and I never tried it. I have no idea. He's never had fast food besides pizza, if that even counts. Really? Holy shit. Oh, girl, I'm slightly bitter gator. I eat Panera like it's going out of style. Like, I'm probably their best customer. I fucking love Panera. I love it. I love their soups. I love their sandwiches. Well, not all their sandwiches. I don't eat a lot of sandwich meat, but I like their veggie sandwich. Um, the grilled cheese is pretty good too. You just have to eat it there though. When you take the grilled cheese out to go, it's no good. But oh my god, I love Panera. Their soups are amazing. Like there's just not a bad soup on their menu. Their salads are they're all right, but I fucking love their mac and cheese. And their soda. I know like soda's horrible and I typically hate soda, but for some reason I love Panera soda. I don't know what the fuck it is, but I love it. I've never tried In and Out. That's what my mom used to talk about, the greasy tacos. She's like, you don't know, you don't understand. Their tacos are the best. Next time I'm around one, there's so many places that they have out of state that we just don't have here. Like, I remember back in the day, I was in like high school and they used to play the Sonic commercials here. And I'm like, why the fuck are they doing this to us? You know, like everything looks so good. We didn't have a Sonic here. They finally opened one in like the I want to say mid 2000s, maybe. They opened one on Long Island and you had to drive like a half hour away. And when you went there, there was like 100 people online, dude. It was crazy. Now they opened a few more since then. We didn't have Chick-fil-A. So that was another thing I was always hearing about, which I don't eat chicken, but I do like their mac and cheese. It's pretty good. I don't like their fries though. I don't know. There's something about their fries are like so mealy, like they're just not good. Um, they're finally opening more Chick-fil-A's here. Uh, what else is there? Jack in the Box, In and Out Burger. Like we don't have a lot of that shit. A lot of places come here and just like don't survive either. Like especially pizza places. Um, Domino's. I don't know how. I think the only reason Domino's survives is because like drunk people order it at like 3 in the morning when nothing else is open. But Pizza Huts are gone. Uh, Papa John's didn't survive here. Like none of those pizza places survive on Long Island. They'll be here for a little bit and then they just, like it's like when the fad wears off, the novelty wears off, they're gone. Um, and a lot of fast food places are like that here. Oh, Waffle House is the shit. That was the other one I was thinking of that I wish we had here. I'm like, I just don't understand why there's no fucking Waffle House. But you know what? I figured it out. Um, Somebody who was I talking to recently? I think a girl at Hobby Lobby. Because I was like, why is there not more Hobby Lobbies? There's like 3 on Long Island. I think there's maybe 4 now, but they just opened like a couple of years ago. And it was basically because people transporting things here is a pain in the ass. You know what I'm saying? Like to get supplies to us, you have to cross bridges, go through tunnels, and it's like it's so expensive to ship things here and get things here. And I never thought of that. I'm like, you know what? That's probably why like things like Waffle House aren't here because there would have to be more than one Waffle House, right? To open here to make it worthwhile for them to travel to bring, the supplies here that they need from their warehouses. But I would love a good Waffle House. That and you know what else I wish they had here that they don't. But I'd probably get sick of it, so I'm kind of glad that it's like not here because it's like a treat when we go out of state. Cracker Barrel, like give me some Cracker Barrel. That shit is amazing. I'm too lazy to go to Hobby Lobby and it's 15 minutes away. We don't have. There's not one Cracker Barrel on Long Island. Sucks. But it is like it's a nice treat when we travel, like upstate. I mean, like or to Connecticut or something, and we hit up the Cracker Barrels in Massachusetts. Mm. Waffle House is bomb, dude. They're freaking. Oh my god, we go down south a lot. So when we go down there, we go to Waffle House. I'll never forget. Like the first time I was there, I'm like, there's fucking pork chops. Like more people in the place were ordering pork chops for breakfast than waffles, and I'm like, What? Like you eat a pork chop for breakfast? That's crazy to me. Your Cracker Barrel's closed. They're so good, dude. The cheesy. Oh my god, I'm so hungry, and this is bad to be talking about food. The cheesy what the frick is it? The casserole, the hash brown casserole from Cracker Barrel. So good. Waffle House is the shit. Oh, Kathy, Cracker Barrel's so good. So good. It's just like a I don't know. It doesn't get more American than Waffle House and Cracker Barrel. Krispy Kreme donuts didn't survive here for some reason. They opened a few. They sell them in gas stations. You know what's opening here that in a lot of the gas stations? Because a lot of our gas stations used to be Exxon slash Dunkin' Donuts, right? They would have Dunkin' Donuts. I mean, dude, there's a bazillion Dunkin' Donuts here. Not as many as they have in like Massachusetts and like Rhode Island. Because I don't think I ever seen that many Dunkin' Donuts. Dude, Massachusetts and Rhode Island, I don't think I've ever seen that many Dunkin' Donuts in my life. It's like Starbucks here because we have a lot of Starbucks. Well, Dunkin' Donuts we have a lot of too, but like there is literally a Dunkin' Donuts on like every fucking street corner, okay, in Massachusetts. It's crazy. I mean, there's so many of them. Like you wonder how they even stay afloat because there's just so many of them. But and their donuts are better. I don't know why. I feel like the donuts are always stale here. But anyway, so they started now Exxon, I guess, broke up with Dunkin' Donuts. They broke up, and now they teamed up with Tim Hortons. So now we're getting Tim Hortons here, which I gotta be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of their fucking donuts. Like I don't think they're that good. I've tried a couple, and I'm like, like they're like all right, and the coffee is like, it's not that great. What is good though is they have like the what is it? Like a cappuccino. Tim Hortons, that shit's pretty good. I just tried that actually recently. I hate Dunkin' Donuts coffee. I absolutely hate it. Like I'll drink it, don't get me wrong, because I'm not that picky about coffee. But if there's a 7-Eleven and a Dunkin' Donuts and I have to pick one, I'm going to 7-Eleven all day. Like I just don't like Dunkin' Donuts. Their coffee's always too hot. It's watered down tasting. I don't know. It has like a weird watered down taste to it, and it's never like consistent. I don't know. It's just not good. It's kind of like this McDonald's coffee right now. It's not that good. Mm. Yeah, this McDonald's coffee is fucking horrible. Actually, you know who actually makes good coffee, and you wouldn't think Wendy's. Like their coffee is actually not that bad. Oh, Entenmann's is the shit, girl. I'm like there's always some type of Entenmann's product in my house at all time. I mean, that just goes without saying. I remember I went on a job interview by the Entenmann's factory. Oh, it smelled so good. You like just pull onto the street and you smell all the bakery and you're just like, oh my God. It makes you hungry. I'm like, I don't know if I could work here. I'd be like starving every day. Dutch Brothers. I never heard of that. Oh, don't worry, KB Bells. I like Wendy's breakfast. Honestly, of all like the fast food places, like burger fast food, I think I like Wendy's the best because they offer other options there. Like they have more than just like burgers and fries. You know, you could get a baked potato. They got the chili. They have like other things. Salads are good. I don't know. And I feel like their burgers taste a little better than like McDonald's and Burger King's disgusting. Although I do like a good Burger King. Girl, I love me some Wawa. That's another thing we don't have here. Wawas. I'll take a Wawa anything, any day. They make some good food there. What's up, B Tim? Wendy's has vegetable options. That's what I'm saying. Like I just feel like they have more options. Oh, they don't sell Entenmann's there. I think I would die. Mm. We do have some. We have a few Dairy Queens here. That's another thing that they used to show on TV all the time, and then we were never able to get it. like the what was that thing? The only one that I ever knew of was in Penn Station in Manhattan. There used to be back in the day. There was a Dairy Queen, but we didn't have any on Long Island. And you used to watch the commercial, and I'd be like, I want the Blizzard, whatever it is, and like we couldn't get it. But there's only like a few of them, Dairy Queens. There's not that many. I've never actually eaten Dairy Queen's food. Like, I don't know, do they sell burgers and stuff? Because I every time I think of Dairy Queen, I think of like that Blizzard thing that they sell, like ice cream. We used to have this awesome thing, and I don't know why they went out of business. Right? It was called Dairy Barn, Dairy Barn, and so it was. They were all over the place on Long Island. You would see like this big, tall, like silo is that what it's called, whatever looking thing, and then a red building, like a house. It looked like a barn. And you would go in there. It was a drive through. It was great. I used to love it. You would literally drive up to it, and it was almost like a 7-Eleven, but like a drive up 7-Eleven. So you could go there and order like food, coffee, um, all sorts of shit. And like, I don't know why they all went out of business. I'm like, it was great. You would order the coffee, the guy would make it for you. You didn't even have to get out of your car. And that was like the whole premise. You could go pick milk up. It was great. Whatever you need. Like if you had to run out in the morning and go get like, like you forgot sugar or some shit and you're like, oh, you want to make your coffee, just go run to Dairy Barn, drive through the drive through. You don't have to get out of your car and be seen. Like you could go in your pajamas. It was great. But they went out of business. There's still like some, I guess, like privately owned places that it's not called Dairy Barn, but it's the same premise. But the real Dairy Barn is gone. The real one. Some of like other places have opened dairy barns, but they're not actually dairy barns. They're like other companies. Oh, Carvel's the shit. Best ice cream is Friendly's though. I mean, you just can't. Well, I'm sorry. Carvel's is great for their soft serve ice cream is unbeatable. Like when I'm in the mood for like a nice soft serve ice cream cone, that's where I go. But I don't like Baskin Robbins. I don't know. I'm not a fan. Which I haven't even seen a Baskin Robbins around, to be honest with you. I don't even know if we have them here anymore. They used to have Baskin Robbins and Dunkin' Donuts, some of them, but I'm not a big fan of Baskin Robbins. I don't really care for their ice cream. I like Friendlies, which those are starting to disappear more and more now too. Friendlies and Carvel. Carvel's the shit. So good. I worked at TF all through college. What's that? TF. Hmm. They sell those in the supermarket here. They do sell the Carvel cakes and Friendly cakes. I don't know if they sell. I'm gonna lose you guys. I'm gonna lose you guys. What time is it? 3:29. The drive-in stores are awesome. Yeah, I miss them. Buckman's. Oh, Tasty Free. I never heard of that. Essa Bagels. I never heard of those. Bagels in general are to die for. I love bagels. I'm like, oh, that's the one thing. Like, I always think I want to leave New York. And then I'm like, if I leave New York, I'm leaving bagels. I'm leaving pizza, like all like my good comfort food. And that would be hard because, like, you just can't get bagels like out of state. They're just never as good as the New York bagel for some reason. They don't even have bagel places really when you leave New York. Like my husband, when we go out of state, sometimes like they don't have like delis that make egg sandwiches. Like it's weird. Everybody here for breakfast eats an egg sandwich. Two scrambled eggs on a roll with like bacon, cheese. They don't really make those that in certain places. Culver's. I've heard of that, but we don't have them here. Pulley up fair scones. I never heard of that. Never heard of Tasty Free. Tasty Free. I said freeze. I never heard of that. I don't like Costco. I hate it. I like Sam's Club. I think I'm the only person that doesn't like Costco. I don't like Costco either, and I'll tell you why. I used to enjoy it as a kid. On like a Saturday morning, my mom would bring us there. My parents would bring us, and I just liked eating all the free shit, the food. You go back, you like try to like change yourself. No, I wasn't here before. I didn't take 10 helpings of that. But I don't like it because, and I don't know if it's still like this, but they used to have it where you could only use American Express credit card, which is so stupid. I don't know if it's still like that. Yeah, that's what I heard. Costco treats their employees very well and pays them well. There's so many New Yorkers that they stay busy. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of displaced New Yorkers in Florida. Um, but yeah, I've never been in Sam's Club because we don't really have that many here. I know there's like one I could think of that's kind of close to me, but we have a lot of BJ's and then Costco. My mom was a huge Costco fan. I mean, she went there constantly. I had a membership with her when she was alive. And then I just never renewed it after that because I just don't have anywhere to put Costco stuff in my house. Like, you have to buy things in these huge amounts, and that's great. But I don't have anywhere to put that like stuff. Like, I don't have like a pantry. I wish I had like a walk in pantry or something, but I don't. So, I love Italian ices. I don't live near New York metro places. So bad, unhealthy food. Cars produce sugar, and I'll bet Laura's peanuts are made in sea oil. Well, we got a lot of different food options here, though. Costco gas is usually pretty cheap. Yeah, we don't really have those here. I don't think we have a Costco gas station. I used to go to Costco, but I often spend 600 to 800 times. Oh my God. Well, it's easy to do there. You're really buying. I remember I took like a marketing class in college, and the teacher was saying, like, you're really buying things that you just don't need. Like, nobody needs to have that much ketchup. You're really not saving money at those places because you're buying more than you actually need, like in reality. So it's like really not saving money at the end of the day. And then when you think about it, it's kind of true because it's like I don't need 3 bottles of ketchup at any given time unless I'm having like a party or something. Like it makes sense if you're a business or I don't know. But for like the average household, like do you really need to buy things in that big of sizes always? They do have some good stuff there. Like their bakery section is good. They got some good muffins there. The cakes are good, the birthday cakes and shit, and they're reasonably priced because birthday cakes could get up there, you know. Um, but I don't know. I just feel like you're always like buying more than you actually need, you know, like you're buying extra, and it's like, do you really, really need that? Not necessarily. My friend does this thing where she buys meat in like bulk. It's crazy. They sent her like I never even knew they did such a thing. So she had they give you a refrigerator, right? And then they fill it with meat. You can fill it with like 6 months worth of meat at a time. So she does that. I'm like, how do you know what you're gonna want to eat though? See, I can never do that. But she saves tons of money by doing this. If you have people that you can split things with, it works. Yeah, right. That's that's what Costco is good. See, I don't have like that's what I'm saying. I don't have my refrigerator is called counter depth refrigerator, so it's like smaller. It makes no sense, right? A regular refrigerator goes back pretty deep. The counter depth, which is like half, it's shorter, so it doesn't go back as far. It's the same width as a regular refrigerator, but it's not as deep as a regular refrigerator, right? That's what I had to have because that's all that fits in my kitchen. They're more money for some reason. It makes no fucking sense. So a smaller refrigerator is more money than a bigger refrigerator. It makes no sense. But anyway, so I have a counter depth refrigerator, which means that it doesn't fit as much food because it doesn't go back as far, you know? So I can't get any Costco shit from because I have nowhere to put it. I like my freezer gets full like so quickly. because I really don't have a lot of space. I have a side by side freezer, and I really just don't have room for like an external freezer. Like my mom used to have one. She had one in the garage. She had her regular fridge. My mom had two freezers actually because she was a foodie. So she had her regular fridge, and then she had one of those like chest freezers in her office, and then in the garage she had a whole she when she was doing my brother's engagement party to his ex, she went out and bought a whole another refrigerator, and she had that in her because she was cooking everything. She cooked a lot of the food and she didn't know where to put it. So she bought another refrigerator, like a little, like the ones that they have like in an apartment with the freezer on top. So she had that in her garage. I just don't have the room for it to store all that food. We just buy a cow to get butchered. I know some my in-laws did that, and they said they didn't like the meat. Our grocery stores are becoming prepackaged. Yeah, it's gross. I try not to even think. We have a deep freezer full of beef. We have our own grass-fed cows. Wow, that's awesome. I couldn't imagine paying store prices. No, meat's like super expensive. I went to 4 different restaurants for restaurant week. Ooh, I'm starving, girl. I need to get me some food. I haven't been to Walmart forever. Yesterday, I spent $240 and had nothing in my cart. I know, right? It's crazy. Everything's so freaking expensive. Ooh, Andy Cruz, you had Jack in the Box? I wish we had that around here. We have a deep freeze in the garage and we always forget about it and the food in it. Well, that's what used to happen in my mom's house. It's like you go to Costco, you fill the freezer up, and then you're like, oh shit, we have bagel bites? I had no idea. Because it's like you're not thinking of going looking in there all the time. And shit just ends up getting buried in there and you forget about it. You forget it's even there. $26 for one bale of hay right now for the horses. We go through 15 bales a week. Holy shit. Oh, you have horses, girl? I didn't know that. That's a lot of money. Where do you buy the hay from? What is that place? Tractor Supply? Don't they sell it there? That place is actually pretty cool. We only have one that I know of here, but I went into one in Pittsburgh, like near Pittsburgh, and I was like, oh my god, they got like little chickens and quails. I'm like, they're so cute. I was like, I had never even heard of this store, but it's actually pretty cool. It's a pretty cool store. I gotta go find gas in a minute. I'm so happy to be out of Colorado because the meat sucked there. It's better and cheaper in Alabama. Everything's cheaper in Alabama. That's why Laura lives there. She said it was, she researched the cheapest place to uh, live as a single mother or something like that. And that in Alabama was it. So I guess it's super affordable to live there. There's a local place to buy it here. Tractor Supply sells hay too, but not good quality. See, I would have no idea about that kind of shit, feeding horses or anything like that. My friend had a horse growing up, but it was like a weird thing. I was like, dude, you have a horse? Like, what the fuck? Like, not a lot of people have them on Long Island. But well, I guess there's like little places to go riding and shit, but like most people don't have horses in their yard. I don't know. They had like 3 horses. It was weird. What the hell is hay? Is it like grass? Like what is it made from? As you could tell, I'm not a farm person. $66 a roll. That's cheap from the neighbor. Oh, like those big ass rolls? I've seen those out east. If you feed your horses a flake each day, you will save money. What's that? We have enough land to bale our own hay. We only buy 50 bales. I didn't even know people need to buy hay. What the hell are you people buying hay for? The only time I would ever buy hay is for Halloween. That's so crazy. Alfalfa and grasses. Okay. What's a flake? I am like so lost on this one. I thought hay just existed. I know they have to like cut down like grasses and shit from like with the tractors, but I had no idea exactly what it was. I just thought it was grass. You're buying straw that's not hay. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't I'm not I there's no farms around where I live really, so I don't know any of this shit. That's why I was surprised that they opened a Tractor Supply near me because I'm like, who the fuck has a farm over here? Like, there's some out here. There's a small farm near my house, but it's not like a farm. Like, it's not like a real farm. A flake is a chunk of hay off the bale. Oh, okay. Oh, so you don't feed the whole entire bale of hay. I gotcha. That's a lot of money though, man. Horses have to be expensive to maintain. I mean, shit. My dog is hard enough to maintain. He's expensive. Just feeding him. I feel like I'm constantly buying every time I go to the store. It's another $50 for a bag of dog food. All right. Well, that's interesting because I had no fucking knowledge of this shit. Hay is for horses. It sure is. Critters like to hide in the hay, so I never decorate with it. Oh, me neither. I don't buy it. I bought it a couple of years ago and it just got all like gross and moldy. And I was like, this is going in the garbage. And it's so messy. I can't stand that. There's like shit all over my porch. I was like, fuck this. I'm never buying this shit again. What's a haber? A horse? Dogs eat 50 pounds of food a week. I'm about done with the horses and ranch. Time to sell. I would love to have a little ranch though. I watch like those like homesteading people and I'm like, it is pretty cool. They got like chickens, they got like all this shit, but not really feasible on Long Island, with our little tiny fucking quarter acre size properties. We can't really do much of that shit here. Could have been a barrel race. I would not move to South Dakota. Somehow I think my life would have been different. Maybe. Wicker is a critter habitat as well. Really? Well, yes, spiders and shit will live in there. My horses are still back in Indiana. My dad owns a boarding stable. It's the only way I can afford them. Hmm. Yeah, horses have to be expensive to maintain. I would imagine. I know my friend, I was terrified of this fucking horse. Its name was Stormy, and it was Stormy, that thing. Holy shit. I was terrified of this thing. I was like, I wouldn't even go near it. I'm like, I don't know how you have these giant, like, they're so big. You don't realize how big horses are until you're standing next to them. You're like, holy shit, this thing is huge. I just wouldn't, like, you have to pick the shit up. Fuck that. Horses shit a lot. Okay. I found that out the hard way when I went to Jamaica. And they're like, we're at the hotel. We're trying to like figure out what like, excursions we want to go on. And I see the video and it's like this guy and girl and they're riding these beautiful white horses in the ocean, the clear, beautiful blue ocean. And I'm like, oh my God, her hair's flapping in the wind. She's in like a white linen shirt that's like flapping in the wind. And I'm like, I need to be that girl right now. I'm going to go fucking ride a horse in the ocean. That looks sick. Well, we got there. The beach is fucking disgusting. There's like trash all over the beach. It was so disgusting, right? Then we got in the water with the horses. They put you up on the horses. Every time I've been horse riding in my life, I get the horse that's a dick, okay, that doesn't want to move, and I have to kick it, and I don't like hurting animals. So this horse, this horse was the worst. He like did not want to move, which I don't blame him because he's probably has fucking people on his back all day. He's probably like enough. But anyway, we fucking get in the water, dude, and it was literally like floating in a toilet bowl, cesspool. There was just shit hitting me in the legs the whole fucking time. It was disgusting. Horses shit nonstop, dude. They just shit. That's all they do. They walk and they shit and they eat fucking grass and hay and shit. But they fucking shit nonstop. I mean, and there's like 6 or 7 horses in front of me, and they're all shitting. And now I'm in a floating cesspool of horse shit that's just fucking bobbing around with the waves, hitting me in the legs, getting stuck in my sandals. Oh my God, it was disgusting. It was the worst fucking experience of my life. Then it started pouring rain too while we were there. And I had my camera on me, and I'm wearing this like little cheesy, red tank top. Oh my God, it was the worst fucking thing I ever did in my life. Worst thing. I'm like, who the fuck thought this was a good idea? Riding a horse in the water. Like, who thought this was a good idea? It looked great in the video. I don't know. They must have photoshopped the shit out of the water or something in the video. Because there was so much horse shit in this beach. It was disgusting. Oh my God, it was so bad. I was like, never again. These little fucking horse shit pellets hit me in the legs. I'm like, I'm good. I'm never fucking doing this again. That's an excursion I could check off my list. Ugh, it was so bad. It was so disgusting. That was when I realized, I was like, dude, I can't trust anything. No videos, okay? Because everything you watch, it looks great on TV. But once you really do it, not so great. Not so great. Down in Aruba, the horses in the water look nice. Yeah, well, it looks nice on the video. But, mm-mm. Mm-mm. Ooh, that's not good. When I got the royal house, I was asked if I wanted horses. Nope. Chickens? Heck no. Yeah, chickens scare me. I don't know. I'm like terrified of them. Like, the way they move just freaks me out. I don't know. I'm just like, oh, I don't want to, like, I don't know if I would want them as pets. They just like, they're so weird. I want a moose. Yeah, well, guess what? Mooses probably shit more than horses do. I wanted to be that girl, but it didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work. Ooh, by the way, I forgot to mention this. I said I was gonna remember it before, and I forgot. This Saturday, if you guys followed the Corey Richins story, um, there's gonna be an episode of Dateline. Not Dateline. 48 Hours is doing an episode on her Saturday, so which would be tomorrow, right? Yeah. And it's streaming on Paramount Plus, which I have now because I forgot to cancel it. So I paid for it for the month. Um, so I could watch this stupid Betty Bullhorn bullshit. But I'm gonna be really interested to see that because um I don't know. It's an interesting story. We'll see what happens there. If you guys don't know, it's a husband and wife, right? The husband died. He's like 30 something years old. He's young. And the wife writes this grief book, right, for her kids. Then she goes on TV, she does an interview about the book that she wrote for kids who lost a parent. And then all of a sudden they find out not only did she write the grief book, she killed the husband. She supposedly poisoned his drink, which was, she made him like a drink, a Moscow mule, and put fentanyl in it, and he died. So they will be here in about 6 weeks. They go to the adoption program. You get more horses? 8 wild Mustangs? What do you mean wild? Like they're like a stray cat? That's pretty cool. Yeah, so if you're looking for something to watch tomorrow night, there you go. You got something. We don't have coyotes here. Although I heard that there was some spotted in, I think, Nassau County, which is weird because that's closer to the city. Uh, but I don't know. I heard they were starting like a coyote program here where they were gonna release some coyotes because it like helps the environment somehow. I'm not really sure how that is, but I don't have TV. Can somebody I don't know do a thing on it? What do you mean? Oh, like play it? Oh, I don't know. Paul, I used to go to a place that had bison meatloaf, and now beef meatloaf is disappointing. Ooh, really? Yeah, we don't have any coyotes like that I've ever seen. I know I'd shit my pants. They round up the wild ones and the wild donkeys, and then the prisoners train them and they adopt them out. They need foster homes in between. Oh, get out of here. That's fucking crazy. So you're telling me there's just like wild horses and donkeys running around? What the fuck? What the fuck? That was the weird thing when you went to like out of the country, you go to Jamaica, there's like pigs running around. Like it's so weird, there's like stray pigs like just running around and like a lot of stray dogs, like animals that you just wouldn't typically see running around here. It's so weird. That is crazy. I didn't know that there was really like a such thing as wild horses. I've heard of them before, but I thought that was like an old thing. Like I'm not a farm person, right? I didn't grow up in the country. I don't want to say a city person, but I kind of am like a suburbanite. I don't know. I don't know this kind of shit. Yeah, mooses are fucking huge. I love bison. Makes beef suck. You know what? I don't know if I'm sure I have some point in time eaten bison. That's pretty cool though. They trade the dogs. We have foxes here, little red foxes. I've never seen it. My neighbor saw it because there was one near my house. My neighbor saw it and my husband saw it, but I never seen it. I've heard it before, but I never seen it. He loved the water. We're not near the beach though. Oh my god, horses could swim? I did not grow up in the farm life either. I live it now though. I would like have no clue what to do on a farm, dude. Like I'd be so lost. I guess you'd figure it out, right? Like if you went, I would love to have like a nice big piece of property and like, you know, live in the country. Like I would love that at this point in my life. When I was younger, I had no desire. I wanted to move into Manhattan when I was younger. I was like, I want to be a city person. Fuck having grass and all that stuff, but I like having grass. I like my yard, but I don't know if I could live in like the sticks. Like I've been to like this place we go out sometimes by Pittsburgh in like the mountains. It's like so dead there. Like I don't know if I could live that life. You know, it's slow, it's dead. I don't know. I'm definitely more of a suburban. Fake it till you make it until you learn. That's what I did. Yeah, I guess you'll just figure it out, right? We have possum, armadillo. Ah! Yeah, well, Tinker Dean, when you go down to like what do you call it? Florida, dude, the gators, that shit's so scary. We had horses growing up, but not a farm. I've never heard a coyote. Paramount, the Betty thing, don't have TV. Well, you can watch it on Paramount Plus. You don't have TV. That's what I'm saying. You can watch it on your phone. I don't watch TV. I use everything I watch on my phone. My Great Pyrenees wines all night with Shear's Coyotes. Oh my god. Buffalo meat is really good. And mixing it helps you add a little fat content. I've never seen an armadillo and I don't want to see one. Those things are so ugly. Barrel racing was so fun that I had to pretend I was Little House. Days, oh shit. Yeah, Paramount Plus usually puts some things in there. Tatanka. Tatanka. I remember that. I don't eat anything with a face. Yeah, ZZ. I eat meat, but I could totally, if you told me tomorrow that I could never have meat again, I probably wouldn't be that upset. Like, I'd miss like certain things, but I'm not a big meat eater. I'm not a big animal eater. I don't eat chicken, seafood, like beef. I'll eat pigs because it doesn't look like what it is. It comes to my table and it doesn't look like an animal anymore. Chicken to me, too animal like. The wings, it still looks like an animal to me, And then it gets in my head, and I can't stop thinking that I'm eating an animal, and it's just. But like, I definitely ain't eating something if it still has his fucking eyes in it on my plate, like a shrimp or like a fucking lobster. No thanks. No thanks. If it's still like in its whole form, Oh my God, I would freak out if I had gators in my yard. They ruined our last yard. Wait, they fuck your yard up, armadillos? Can't think about the misery the animals go through. I know, it's terrible. You'll eat chicken cutlets. I've had chicken cutlets. Ooh, I just got a new order. Thank you for whoever that is. It just popped up on my screen. My best guy friend used to also say when he eat anything with a face, his girlfriend hated that. Yeah, like if it has eyes, Mm-mm. I just don't want. I watched this video yesterday. This is so gross, right? I think it was a Dave Matthews Band tour bus was like traveling. This is so disgusting. They were traveling, wherever, and they were crossing this bridge. And the bridge is like one of those metal grate, like it's not like a road. It's like a metal grate. I guess it was like a drawbridge that probably opened. It's typically where you see those types of bridges with the metal grate instead of like the thing. So while they're crossing over this bridge, the bus driver thought it was a good time to dump the sewage out of the bus. Well, lo and behold, there was a boat underneath them in the river or whatever the fuck they were crossing. And as he dumps this, the dumpings, like 800 gallons or some shit of shit and piss, go and fall on this boat. Oh, could you imagine? Fucking gross, dude. Disgusting. Oh, thank you, Beefers. We have ground squirrels here. Well, what other kind of squirrels are there? And my dogs eat them all the time. What? Wait, what's a ground squirrel? I thought that was like just a squirrel. I didn't know there was different types. I know there's like flying squirrels, but they don't really fly. They kind of glide. We don't have any cool animals here, all right? I'm very I'm very we're very limited. We got seagulls and shit, birds and squirrels, raccoons, the occasional turkey all of a sudden. I never saw a turkey. I was talking about this with my friend the other day. I never saw a turkey in my entire life, dude. I mean, except for on my dinner table for Thanksgiving. Never seen a turkey. All of a sudden, lately, like the other day, I was driving my son home from somewhere. Oh no, he wasn't with me. I went to the reservation. I'm coming out, and there's just like five turkeys chilling on the off ramp to the expressway, and I'm like, what the fuck? I've been seeing them lately, which is weird because my whole life I grew up and never seen a turkey just running around. I didn't even know there was a such thing. But yeah, we got like the little critters, raccoons, squirrels, groundhogs, which you don't even see them. I seen one day. I was like, I thought it was somebody's pet got out. It was a prairie dog or some shit, and I was like, what the fuck? What is that thing? Um, like we have like those types of things, but nothing crazy. No bears, no, Oh, we have the possums. Ugh, those things are gross. Um, but yeah, nothing like cool. No coyotes, no bears. Everything here is boring. Remember the bird lady in Central Park? Oh, that was from Home Alone too. A mini prairie dog. I've never even heard of those. Like I've seen a prairie dog, but don't ever. It will attack you. Yeah, no, I don't. I don't fuck with turkeys. Mm. Well, that's like the swans and the geese. Those things are fucking nasty. Fuck a goose. Fuck a goose. Bob was a gentle turkey. You know what's so funny, Remy? After you posted Bob, that's when I started seeing turkeys here. And I was like, did Remy send her turkeys down here? I remember when you posted Bob, and I was like, what the fuck? What do you mean a wild turkey? That was the first time I ever seen a wild turkey on Long Island. Like, we don't have that shit here. Yeah, fuck it. The geese are assholes, man. Like, if you go on like the college campus, right? They used to be on my college campus, and like, they did not give a fuck. They would just hang out in the middle of the road, and you'd be like, all right, I gotta cross the street, like I gotta drive, and they didn't give a fuck. They wouldn't even move out of your way, those little assholes. Like, they didn't care. Yeah, Texas, great rehabs on animals. I want to go to Texas. I've never been there. Texas. It'd probably stick out like a sore thumb, but all right. Anyway, I'm gonna end this because I gotta go get my son soon, and I'm gonna stop in a few more stores. But it was lovely talking to you guys. I'll be back to my regularly, normal scheduled programming next week. Um, Hope everybody has a good weekend. I probably won't be live this weekend, but I will definitely see you guys around the YouTube streets, I'm sure. And hope you all have a wonderful weekend. All right, I'm going into Famous Footwear. Makeup Mobster out.